c'est maintenant.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening, presented by All Star Boxing in association with Boxer, live on Canal Plus and Sky Sports. Scheduled for 10 3-minute rounds in the heavyweight division. Paris, êtes-vous prêts? Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks with silver trim, he stands 6 feet 1 and 1/2 inches tall. He weighed in at 117.6 kilos. He comes to us with a professional record of 39 victories versus 7 defeats with 28 wins, coming by way of knockout. And he fights out of Paris, France, by way of Douala, Cameroon, introducing the former WBF, WBC Silver, and IBF Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Carlos Takam!
Son adversaire dans le coin bleu, en short bleu, accompagné sur le ring par son entraîneur Virgil Hunter. Il mesure 2,01 m. Il a été pesé hier à 113 kg et 900 grammes. Ancien champion du monde amateur, ancien champion olympique. Il a disputé 12 combats professionnels, 11 victoires, dont 9 par KO pour une défaite. C'est son premier combat depuis cette défaite l'an dernier. Tony Yoka!
Fair play. Protégez-vous à chaque instant du combat et écoutez mes instructions. Bonne chance.
This is an absolutely huge night for Tony Yoka. The pressure on him since he won that World Amateur Championship gold medal and then the Olympic gold medal has been huge. France wanted him to be their Anthony Joshua, to become World Heavyweight Champion, unified titles, pack out stadiums. That's what was expected from him. It was an awful lot. There was never any guarantee that he was going to be able to deliver. Things were moving nicely enough, and then he was dismantled by Martin Bakole. Now that kind of defeat against a hungry, skilled contender, you can come back from that. But Barry, were he to lose to Takam tonight, who's been at a very good level, who I believe is still ambitious, but is an aging bull, if you like, should he lose tonight, Yoka, it's difficult to see where he goes.
It really is. When Natasha Jonas already glossed upon that, is that that's 2 wins, that's 2 defeats on a spin. That makes it harder against for him psychologically, and also for the public to believe he can be something. But also the Bakole win, you can forgive, because Bakole's still on his way up. He's still looking for world honours. But Takam, you feel, has been over the hill now. Like you said, he's aging and he's been in hard wars and he's on the latter end of his career. Whether he knows that or not, that's probably where he's going. So this is a fight that he not only needs a win, but I think he needs to win quite impressively.
Interestingly, Yoka weighing in 10 pounds heavier than he did against Bakole, 10 pounds heavier than he has done pretty much for any fight during his whole pro career. So that's been done by design, you would say. Takam coming in about half a stone above Yoka, looking to pop that jab from the waist. His last 2 fights, Takam, have been defeats in the away corner, stopped by Joe Joyce in London, went the distance with Arslanbek Makhmudov, but in his head, he is not an away corner fighter. He's not taken those jobs to pick up a purse on the road. He's not accepted that role for himself. He took them because he felt he could win. and he could get himself back in the mix, and he's taken this absolutely because he feels he can win.
But he needs to get on the chest early of Yoka. Make him feel something, make him panic straight away. No, take away any sort of confidence he might have. Remind him he lost his last fight, and this is the reason why. I mean, Yoka, he just never the strength in his jab. You know, he's a big guy and lovely technique when he uses it, but just doesn't really put enough in that jab. And a solid jab, certainly in this division, is almost like a must-have. You've got to have something that stops the opponent from walking too close to you or walking through you. And his jab's just a little bit touchy.
Nice solid jab from Takam. He's whipped it up from the waist. This was supposed to happen last January, actually. Takam pulled out injured, and we know what happened. Yoka ended up in with Bakoli, nearly with Filip Hrgovic. Final few seconds of round one.
So look for the clock sometime, okay? Don't fall in with the right hand, okay?
Well, that's the scene at the Zenith Arena in Paris.
Just move that right back, okay? Good job. Stay focused, stay calm, okay?
Virgil Hunter with the advice. He'll be pleased to get that first round in the bank. There will have been nerves because in that fight against Bakoli, it all went wrong right from the very beginning. He was badly hurt in the first round, and he never quite got back in the room from that point onwards. Hunter was trying to pull him back through the door, but it just never really happened, and he did show some serious minerals, Yoka, I thought, to get through to the end of that fight. So that was a positive to take from it. Takam just looking to try and get onto the inside.
For a guy who's 6'7", he doesn't box tall. I don't mean standing up upright. He just doesn't use his reach. So he steps behind the jab. You're good and shortens the distance with it. You step behind it, and he steps with it, and sort of just has a long reach and puts it in half. And even when he throws the right hand, he gets a little bit too close to the target and sort of allows his opponent to fire back with him.
Takam looking for those big winging shots when he gets up close. Box for that world title, of course, at short notice, about a week. Doesn't get much shorter than that against Anthony Joshua. Cardiff. Back in 2017, got stopped late, didn't like it. And then he appeared on some British cards, and there was that fight against Derek Chisora, of course. They were slamming each other with body shots. It was a torrid, hard fight. Takam was on top, and then Chisora knocked him down and then knocked him out. It was as dramatic a finish as I've seen in recent years.
Took there from Takam. A few seconds ago, Yoka threw a bit of a lazy jab, and Takam fired that right hand over. Didn't land. I think he caught the shoulder, but Yoka would have felt it. There's the right hand again. See, I think because he felt it, he's lost confidence in his jab already, and that's a worry for him. He needs that jab to do everything from it. Keep the distance, get work with it, that's better.
Just chopped down the left hand there, Yoka. The right hand from Takam kind of half got through. He did get a block on it, but again, it still has an effect because it's that big, wide, kind of heavy sandbag of a punch that he throws, Takam.
And you know what's coming if you make a mistake. And they're just getting too close to let his punches go, just allowing Takam to punch with him.
Boxed in Paris for 8 years. Carlos Takam was telling us during the week. Very much relishing this opportunity. 2 rounds down, we're scheduled for 10.
Carlos, every time you throw the right hand over the top, it's landing, okay? You can count over his jab all day. He's getting too low and getting too close. Throw that overhand right, come back with the left uppercut or left body shot.
Il faut y aller sur le bras.
Right into the body.
Mets-le, la pression, mets-le la pression.
So into the third. Virgil Hunter in that Yoka corner. Takam has been training with right guard and divided for a little while now, changed things up after a long-term partnership with Joseph Germain. And he mentioned this week as well, actually, that when Yoka was an amateur, he did some training with him and his coach a long time ago now. Didn't read anything into it at all, but there is a slight bit of history there. Takam again just looking to plant that jab up from the waist.
Better jab there from Yoka. Just still there's a little bit more purchase on it though, just a little bit of weight in it. It's not a deterrent, is it, to stop Takam from coming forward? That's the worry. That's a good shot.
Good right hand there from Yoka, and that just caused Takam to take a backward step. But not for long. Looks loose with a lead left hook and then a straight jab there from Takam. That was solid.
He got beat to the jab there, Yoka. Against a guy with 6 inches shorter than him. That should never happen. Even though I know Takam's got that forward momentum, I understand that, but still, that shouldn't happen.
He's just creeping in all the time, Takam. I think he's beginning to really fancy this. Mainly, I think, Barry, because as you've been saying, there's not enough there from Yoka to deter him, and he's been dragged into a fight here, Yoka, that he doesn't really want to be having with somebody like Takam, and round 3 is quite early for that to be happening.
And he's also just throwing, for the most part, single punches, and that's not good either. If there's single heavy shots, then that's fair enough. That's pushing Takam back, but if not, and they're going to be light and fast, you feel the combinations are moved.
Takam just dips his knees and goes down to the body. Just under 30 seconds remaining in round 3. Yoka trying to get onto that jab, the crowd getting behind everything that he's doing.
Got a rhythm to his work though, hasn't he, Takam? You can see how relaxed and confident he is. Nice little roll to his shoulders. That's a nice left hook there from Yoka.
Fin de la 3e reprise.
Keep that jab working. Don't bring the head forward. You see how the jab is moving you back? You're okay. Don't take yourself in the corners. Use the whole ring, okay? You don't back him up and put it in time.
Training partner of Tony Yoka's is our very own Joshua Bratzi, who also does his work on the Virgil Hunter. He's been around this week, Josh. He's not here tonight, I don't think, but you've seen him around during the week, and I know he's good friends with Dan Aziz. They've done some sparring over the last few weeks, have done plenty of times, but for this particular fight they did as well, and it's a pretty mouth-watering prospect. Blatzy against Aziz at some point. Into the 4th round here, this scheduled for 10. Tony Yoka in the blue, Carlos Takam, former world title challenger, in the black and silver. And Takam just looking to try and work Yoka over to the body a bit. And there's that right hand which cannons into the top of the head there of Yoka.
You can't throw a jab, bring it back and lean forward with it, and then bring it back to your chest, not expect to get hit with the right hand. I mean, he's creating his own problems here, Tony Yoka.
I think that right hand that clipped him high might have just taken his balance away slightly, scrambled him just a little bit. He looks slightly unsteady. He did for a few seconds afterwards anyway. Takam on the inside looking to try and rip that uppercut.
So he's got nice fast hands, Yoka. When he gets the punches going, he's got speed to his shots. There's a whip to him. I'm not sure there's tremendous power there, but there's speed, so use that. That's a good jab. So you turn him there, then you rattle off a combination, then you get out of the way. If you're going to be a reactive fighter, you've got to be throwing in blusters, in combinations.
Takam just wading in with the lead left hook, and Yoka had no problem avoiding that, looking for the uppercut on the inside there, Yoka, and trying to get onto the jab. Short with the uppercut, Takam, but then through the left hand, that was good distance for him there, the Cameroonian, and then leads off with a left.
Good shot there from Takam again. But how he's able just to walk into distance and land with that right hand.
Arrêtez de tenir. Mike!
You can just see it, Tony Yoka's face, whatever he's doing, and he fires back, and I think he's relatively tough, to be fair. He has no confidence in what he can do. And we're saying that about a world and Olympic champion here as an amateur. He has no confidence in what he can do.
Takam just going down to the body, up to the head, back down to the body again, finishing around strong with the left, followed by the right. In the middle of that, there was a short right hand from Yoka, as he makes, which is the equivalent of the English, British, Commonwealth, European, IBF. But he's the only one we could think of.
Cinquième reprise.
So into the fifth. Takam, you see that front foot there. Just creeping in, that low cut boot. Looks to rip off with a lead left.
Shouldn't be happening. A man at this age as well. I know he's always going to be fresher earlier in the fight, but he shouldn't be able to walk up to an Olympic gold medalist who has 6 inches in height and land with the right hand so easily. And also, he shouldn't be able to dictate the pace as he is so comfortably here. You should be making the older man work at a high pace, so when we get to 6 rounds, he's exhausted, and then you maybe can go to work on him.
That's a great point right from the very beginning. This has been on Takam's terms. He's been the one who has set the tempo. Just falls in behind the right hand there. Heading up towards the halfway stage. And as I said earlier on, it just cannot be underestimated how much pressure Yoka has been under right from the very start of that pro career. The crown has been really, really heavy. And I think he's felt that at times, and nobody would have been more ambitious for himself than him. But he absolutely must win this fight tonight if he's going to deliver on any of that. It's a difficult position to be in when expectations are that high. It's better from Yoka, the combination finishing with the left to the body, but Takam makes himself small. He's got that kind of bowling ball-like head that he dips down, uses those shoulders well to protect himself.
Can you see that when I said he has no confidence in what he's doing? Yoka, and the biggest thing, he has no confidence in that left-hand jab, and he's not throwing it now. You can cope with the counter right hand, he's almost like forgotten about it. Good shot there though, probably. Nice right hand.
That was well delivered, and trying to put a combination off the back of it.
But there, that should have been a 1-2-3 long combination for him. You take a book out of the Klitschko's handbook and you You keep your body square, you turn from the waist, and go 1-2 left hook. Don't lean over your front foot, don't give him any, don't close in on the space. Right uppercut there from Yoka, finish the round.
Just seeing a replay there of a clash of heads, I think it was, at the end of that previous round, and there's a nick on the left eye, the corner of the left eye of Yoka. Not sure if that was exactly where it happened. Takam's head seemed to be a little bit low to have caused it there, but the head is always a danger with him. You can ask Anthony Joshua about that. I described it as a big old bowling ball last round, and I don't take that back. He cannoned it into the nose of Anthony Joshua in Cardiff 5 or so years ago, broke his nose early on, and that was not a pleasant experience. He does carry it in quite low at times, and he's looking to try and step on Yoka at the start of the 6th here.
He's boxing fantastic here, Takam. I've been eager to criticise hand there from Yoka. I've been eager to criticise the mistakes and lack of maybe knowledge or confidence in his work that Yoka has been betraying, but Takam's the one who's put himself at the centre of the ring, has dictated the pace. Wouldn't let that right hand go? Wouldn't the walk down Yoka?
Watch your head.
Well, the referee warning him about that head, and that's pretty standard fare. He'll always get warned, Takam, through most of his fights, as I mentioned previously, but now he's looking to get onto that shoulder, work up close. He's just upped the tempo in this 6th round here, Takam. At 42 years old, he's 12 years Yoka's senior, and he's boxed almost 200 more professional rounds, but he's still in excellent condition. You can see that.
He really is, but because this is at his pace, it makes it a lot easier.
Good combination from Takam, and Yoka looking to cover up, half block most of those, but as I said, Takam, if he half gets through, he's a solid puncher. He can still have a little bit of an impact, and maybe that was a slightly low blow there. This is the final minute of round 6.
He's the feint to the body here, Takam, and then with that right hand over the top. It's good work there from him. Good variety as well there from Takam. Look at Yoka, he's so wary to throw a punch. So worried what's coming back, and he's going to make a mistake. I think that's it. He's afraid to make a mistake.
Takam can see that. He's experienced. He can smell it, can't he? That basically, round by round, he's getting the feeling that he can be more expansive. He could take a few more risks, possibly, because Yoka just doesn't have that conviction to throw back with the kind of authority that he really needs.
And that's the residue left over from the Bakoli fight. Knowing that, if I don't do this, I'll get caught with a shot. If I don't get this right, I'll get caught with a shot. You overthink it, you end up just don't do anything.
Well, through 6 rounds here, Takam is winning this fight. Takam is ahead in this fight, there's no doubt about that.
Street.
Carlos, there's 3 rounds in a row you've won. Okay? You got the key to victory. Stay sharp, stay smart, keep your defense tight. You have his timing, you're doing everything right. Just don't get careless with your defense and falling in, okay? Great work. Cut the ring off. Lead hand up, that's right. Lead hand up, he has no chance. He's got to land the right hand to win this fight. Get your hand up, you're good. Cut the ring off a little bit, okay?
Interesting comments from the corner there. Trying to decipher who that was. There's an American voice in Takam's corner, as I mentioned in Dwight Yard, and Virgil Honda can't have been telling Tony Yoka there that he's won the last 3 rounds. He just can't have been.
And you think he wasn't, I think he was, but it's, yeah, I don't believe that. I know this a lot of things are psychological at times to boost the fight up, but the last thing you want to tell a lazy fighter that he's winning rounds.
So into the 7th. Bit of tape just trimmed off the glove there of Yoka.
Attention aux têtes. Sans tenir. Lâchez-le. Back! Step back, step back.
And he just steps in. Yoka covering up.
He didn't. Why are you letting the older man punch first off a break? That's the maddest thing. And the guy with the shorter reach, everything about him, it's just wrong. And I feel a little bit angry about it, because we're not talking about a guy who's come through a different route. We're talking about a world amateur champion, an Olympic gold medalist, who should, I know it's the pro game and things are different, but technically, he should be doing so much more better than this.
Keep your head up.
Takam always just creeping in, as I say, moving that front foot forward, chopping down with the right hand there, Yoka. That's been the best punch for him in the fight so far. He's landed it a few times, but Takam has managed to take it, just coming in over the top of that right shoulder, Yoka, that Takam's trying to tuck his chin in behind. He carries that lead left glove low.
It's better work here, isn't it, from Yoka? For that right hand there, Takam.
Through the left and then just step wide to his right. And then just boomerang that big right glove in. And on the inside again there, just backing up Takam to give himself a little bit of space.
The engine on Takam for his age. Just the engine on Takam, forget about his age. It's fantastic, isn't it? Good shot. Another hand rolls here, hasn't it, for Yoka? He's tough though, Yoka, isn't he? You've got to give him his credit, he really is.
Absolutely, he showed that against Martin Bakole. He really did. He was in terrible trouble from about a minute and a half into the fight, and he managed to get through the full 30 minutes as he takes his seat on the stool in the corner. There's the QR code for the Toe-to-Toe podcast, featuring a certain Barry Jones. Give it a scan, get involved.
Oh, it's a great podcast. See you Tuesday, kids.
First, okay? And get your guards back up and step back, okay? He's running right into him. Dig down, okay? You got it. You can do it. You can do it. Don't let this dude take it from you, man. We can't have this today, okay? We can't have this. You're way better than him. Don't let him hit on you. Just hit him. Run him in the shots, okay? He's getting tired. That's why he's getting his mouthpiece out. He's getting tired. Keep him tired. Number 8 coming up. You got 3 more. Come on.
It's calm in the corner there, Hunter. He always is. Likes to lean through the ropes and give the advice into the ear of the fighter. You must know that this is in the balance in terms of the scoring, surely.
He's got to win these 3 rounds. An impressive shot from Takam. There's been little pockets of really good work from Yoka, but again, and he's tough as well. He can take a good shot, but there's a mental block with him somewhere. He has no confidence in all his ability. He has no confidence in his jab or any work he does, and he needs to see. It's mental for him. There's a mental block.
Back! Step back. 1 step back.
It's a hard fight anyway, by the way. Tackle's a hard fight for anybody, we know that.
Just over a minute gone in round 8. The referee again just talking to Takam about bringing that head in a bit low. And there's that cuffing right hand that goes in around the back of the guard. It looks for the left. The tape, I think, just coming loose from that left wrist there of Yoka. The referee will need to sort that out as soon as he spots it, midway point of the round.
Just not this Takam's just starting to push his punches out a little bit now.
Well, Hunter was saying in that Yoka corner, wasn't he, that Takam's beginning to get tired, that he's beginning to feel it, and that may well be true, but it'll be true for both of them, I think.
But yeah, but no, he is pushing his punches. If he's starting to get a bit tired, you've gotta make him pay for that, Yoka. You've got to let your hands go in combinations. Got to be busy.
Combination from Yoka, right hand half landed. Takam then looked to try and go to the body. Quite surprised the referee has let this go on so long, actually, with all that tape just hanging from the left wrist there of Yoka. Takam looking for that big bombing overhand right.
Yoka encourages it, like, he almost volunteers it, doesn't he, by giving away too much ground and not letting his hands go. He gets a little bit of success, gets a little bit of rhythm in his work, and then so he just stops doing anything. And through all that, I thought that was a better round for him, actually, for Yoka.
Let him give me shots. He's tired now. He's only throwing one punch at a time, am I right? The only time he's getting two is when you're standing still. Now, you can put the combinations on him first now, okay? Make him defensive. Watch him get behind the head. You got to protect us, okay? You got to quit standing there. Breathe deep. Come on. Come on. We need these 2 rounds. We need these 2 rounds. We need them. Sit on him and hurt him with some stuff, okay? Let him know you're there. Bring.
He's right there, Virgil Hunter. It's just really interesting to hear different trainers go about it, because he's never read the riot act, because he will know his man and probably will know that that doesn't really work with him necessarily. He needs that encouragement. He needs an arm around the shoulder more than he does a kick up the backside, but the message was clear. We need these 2 rounds.
But I just can't see what he can do. I mean, what he should be able to do with what he has in his locker would be right. But I mean, what I think he is able to do, because of the mental state he's in, the frailty he has there, to willingness to commit to his work, to believe in himself. So they're relying on Takam getting tired and not having a push on in the last couple of rounds, which might very well be the case at 42 years of age.
Good left hand there from Takam. Yoka got through with the right himself before that. Takam just varies it up, goes up top of the head with the right, and then that right that he's looking to try and sling in around the back of the guard. And every round has kind of been the same, really, hasn't it? It's been Takam dictating terms. It's been Takam just creeping in with that front foot, getting close enough and letting his hands go. He's outthrown Yoka considerably. He's also outlanded him. I don't think there's any doubt about that, and he's surely winning the fight.
And that's, you got a problem there. You've got a 42-year-old guy who's got miles on the clock, outworking in a contest. I think you've got to be honest with that. When you're fast-handed and fleet-footed, by the way.
Let's go with the right hand there, Takam. That missed by a distance. Yoka with a left to the body on the inside, gets tight and then looks to tie Takam up. Just over a minute remaining in round 9.
They committed there to Yoka. Didn't have success, but at least he had a go. Again, Takam doing the work, isn't he? He's the one committing to everything.
There's that right. He was slightly delivered with the inside of the glove there. A little bit of a slap, but he just moved Yoka again, who's circling away to his right-hand side. Final 30 seconds of round 9. Just one to go after this. He's just been outworked all the way through this fight, and that hesitancy that Barry picked up on early on has been a major factor, that reluctance to engage, that apprehension of what might happen if he does, and it is scarring from the brutal experience that he had against Martin Bakole. Bell goes at the end of the 9th round. Bit of damage to that left eye.
Stay on your legs.
Okay, you got this one. Stay sharp. Don't get careless.
Come on, son. Don't let this get away from you. Make up your mind. He's just gonna have to do something to beat me. You're gonna have to do something, motherfucker, to beat me. You're gonna have to do something. You got it in you? Yes, sir. Let me see it. With the combination, he's getting tired. Okay? It's time for you to back him up. It's time for you to back him up, Tony. Make him fight on the back foot. Come on.
Apologies
Number 9
for
coming up. We need
a little bit of language there from Virgil Hunter. But he's trying to drag something out of his man here. He knows that he needs a massive effort from him in this final 3 minutes, and that they need something big, because the way we're seeing this, he needs a knockout here, Tony Yoka.
Yeah, I really think he does. He's something that he hasn't shown yet, doesn't he? One work rate, belief in yourself.
And this is exactly the kind of distance that Takam wants it at. Just able to slip and roll, tuck up behind that left shoulder, let his hands go.
Oh, lovely little screw shot there with the left hand from Takam.
Stop! Stop!
When you get caught with any shot that comes in a upward trajectory, they're sickening punches, uppercuts, screw shots like that, they really break the soul.
Damage to that left eye of Yoka. It's got a little bit worse in the last couple of rounds. It's not going to be a factor. A couple of minutes remaining. Again, even in this 10th round, even after what Virgil Hunter said to him, Yoka just unable really to make that step, to pull that trigger, to roll the dice, if you like. It's just not there, that willingness.
I don't think he's still almost willing it. He just doesn't know how to. He's never done it. He doesn't know how to. No one's taught him how to do it. I think he's never done it in training by the looks of it, and so he just literally just going to what he's always done. Counter punching constantly, which is fine, but single counter punching all the time. That's it. Hoping you're going to make a mistake that he can work off. That's what he's, and even now, because he does that all the time, that's what he's waiting for you to do. Make a mistake, and I'll clip you with a light shot.
And Takam just walking him down, just stepping him down almost with that front foot all night long. There it goes again. Widest stance. Always looking just to take that bit of space, likes it up close. You mentioned his conditioning, which would be great for a fighter of any age, let alone a 42-year-old, but it just allows him to sustain that lateral movement. He's not too flamboyant with it, just enough.
Just got to stay switched on Takam. The last thing he wants is the Yoka to have a really big finish to the last round, and then all of a sudden scores cards being adjusted possibly. What a roll back of the years here from Takam.
Well, it'll be interesting to see the reaction to the two corners when we hit the final bell. And both fighters raise a glove. But from where we were sitting, watching that 30 minutes of boxing, It's Carlos Takam who should take the decision here.
You won that, champ. Congratulations. You won that.
I think Takam's done more than enough to win. I know you feel the same. I think he just bought. Let's forget what Tony Yoka did or didn't do. Takam took the centre of the ring straight away, like he sort of always does, let's be honest. And it's always going to be hard early in the fight, but he maintained that pace. He took hold of the pace, he owned it. He fought it when he wanted the exchange only happened when he wanted to go for it. He had success with that right hand over the top, consistently throughout the fight. The variety in his work, we've seen here working the body, bringing the shots through the middle at times. Maybe a little falter around, what was it, round 8? Maybe 7, 8, whatever it was, 9. But then, or 7 or 8, I should say. And then after that, just to make sure, put his foot back on the pedal. And yeah, finished the fight. Me still looked comfortable.
Absolutely, he controlled the fight, as you say. He stepped into the middle of the ring. He looked like the boss pretty much all the way through. He out-threw Yoka, he outlanded him. I sounded the note of caution because we saw what we saw from the judges in Macaulay McGowan's fight earlier on. We saw what we saw on the cards between Yoka and Macaulay. That's the worst set of cards I've ever seen in that fight, ever. And that says something, and we just have to wait and see what happens here. I don't want to be casting aspersions, denigrating people before they've even had a chance to return their verdict, but this is just a reality of boxing wherever you are. I'm not saying this is particular to France. Wherever you are, if you're in the away corner, even though he is an adopted Frenchman here, Carlos Takam, you can have your work cut out. We all know it.
But there's a good, in Tony Yoka, there's a good fighter somewhere, there is. But he needs to believe in himself, and it looked more enough to me, it's just not, that's sound. He might portray it, I don't know, when he's out there about, because he's been a superstar, but there's no inner belief in him. You can see it the way he sets up with his work, the way he doesn't commit with his jab, the way he's just worried about if he's making mistakes. And that needs to be addressed if he's going to go have a future in the sport. Whatever happens tonight.
After 10 full rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for the official decision. Judge Ubali scores it 96-94, Takam. Judge Alatouche scores it 96-94, Yoka. And Judge Dupas scores it 96-94.
Nous avons donc une décision partagée. Le vainqueur de ce combat, Carlos Takam.
Well, Takam gets it by split decision. 2 judges went his way, 6-4. The other judge went Yoka's way, 6-4. I'm relieved, honestly, when I heard it announced as a split decision. I didn't feel that it was probably as close as a 6-4 in Takam's favour. I certainly couldn't see how you could make it 6-4 for Tony Yoka. Takam has got his just reward there.